I found a phone that wasn't mine. The contacts were fake. One name just said Hubby.
The chat began with her typing my name, but it felt like a question. I replied, asking why she sounded so nervous. She said she had something heavy to confess. I told her that honesty, no matter how heavy, is always lighter than carrying a secret. She then told me she found an old phone in her car. I asked whose phone it was. She admitted it wasn't old and it wasn't mine. I paused, giving her space to continue. She did. The contact names on the phone were all fake, she said. I asked if my name was among them. The pause that followed was long enough to feel intentional. Finally, she replied that there was a contact saved as Hubby. I pointed out that I was already her husband. She said this was different and that she was scared. I asked if the fear came from being caught. She said the fear came from the thought of losing everything. I asked her who everything belonged to. That's when she told me the phone belonged to a man from her work. I asked if work now included all those late nights and excuses she'd been giving me. She insisted she never planned for any of it to happen. I replied that plans rarely announce themselves. She asked if we could talk when she got home. I told her this chat right now was the conversation. She said she felt trapped between telling the truth and causing damage. I told her that truth only ever damages lies. A moment later, a voice note arrived. It was her crying softly. I listened to the whole thing without interrupting. Through her sobs, she said she felt seen by him. That stung. I asked her when she stopped feeling seen by me. She said she didn't know when it all changed. I told her that change doesn't hide phones in cars. She asked if I hated her. I said hate was too much effort. I didn't have the energy for it. Then she asked what I wanted to do. I told her I wanted clarity without all the drama. She mentioned the phone was still in her car. I asked if she wanted me to go find it. She said no, then immediately followed up with a maybe. I told her that decisions mattered now more than ever. She said she would bring it inside. A few minutes passed, and then a photo of the phone appeared in our chat. I asked if she had deleted anything. She admitted she thought about it, but stopped herself. I thanked her for stopping. She said the messages on the phone were worse than silence. I had to ask the hard question, did she love him? She said she loved the attention. I told her attention fades a lot faster than trust does. She said she knew she messed up. I replied that knowing is just the beginning, not the end of the journey. She asked if there was still an us. I said us depended on the truth staying present from this moment on. She immediately said she would block him. I told her that blocking is easy. Rebuilding what's been broken is the hard part. She promised she would do anything. I asked her to just sit with the discomfort of what she'd done. Her next question was the one I expected. Are you leaving? I said I was staying, but I was watching. She said she was afraid of the quiet that would follow. I told her that quiet is where you can hear the truth most clearly. Then she asked if I wanted the phone's password. I told her that transparency shouldn't be offered as a favor. She sent the password anyway. I said thank you, and I meant it. She said she felt exposed. I told her that exposure is better than letting something rot from the inside out. She asked if we could sleep on it. I said sleep would have to wait. She said she was ready to face the consequences. I told her the consequences could include distance between us. She said she would accept that, and for the first time, I believed her a little. She asked if I still loved her. I said love doesn't just vanish in an instant. She said she wanted to earn my love back. I told her earning it back would take time and consistency. She agreed without making a single excuse. The chat began to slow down, replaced by honest pauses. We decided to talk face-to-face tomorrow. I muted the chat, not out of anger, but out of a need to care for myself.